satisfying, of course. All of the things about T1's team fight still kind of stand, but without the Braum, that's a big piece of that puzzle missing. We'll see what they're able to do here as the Nature is grasping. Does manage to stun up Canyon. He can get over that wall pretty comfortably as now they've just singled out Zeus. So much damage. Lahens takes the kill. And T1, they had the trap set up, but Gen.G don't want to go there. As now Ona trying to dash back. Keen says, no, I'm going to buy time for my teammates as Keria comes over. The Winter's Bite does nothing, and Keen, he just wants to fight again. They'll take the Baron, and Keen gets back into position. And now Canyon is just crashing into them. The two-man impale as well. And Gen.G will destroy the Baron, destroy the team fight. And I think they're looking for the game. Gumayushi is not going to stay undying this Worlds.
It is a systematic dissection of T1. One by one they fall, one by one the objectives follow. Gen.G, calm, calculated, just eviscerate T1.
Oh, and that's straight into Soul as well.
The Nexus might not fall, but this game really should be over. Baron here for Gen.G. Hextech Soul on top of it. And let's be fair, this is what we all wanted.
Oh, yeah. And this is beautiful execution of this draft as well, from Gen.G start to finish. As you can see, T1, 4 versus 5, desperation. But they knew if they let this Baron go, they're just going to slowly but surely lose the game.
What's crucial here is Gen.G giving absolutely no window to flip the game. With Kindred in particular, it's so easy to get over the wall, and we see that he is just being systematically denied access, and the Keen value, this Jax does so much into these AD carries, they just can't deal with him.
I think that Keen is the biggest factor here.
Oh,
him just standing there, it's kind of like his aura is saying,
he's
try
menacing!
Me, you know? And the problem is when you lose that Braum, you lose a crucial part of your front line. So there's no way for them to approach.
He's stressed out, man. Always fantastic to check out the Gen.G coaching stuff, but like you say, once again, back in position. Keen with the Counter-Strike now on cooldown, but Gumayushi, oh my god. That was insane damage. We've also now got a Seeker's Arm Guard on Pays. They really want to finish this game right here, right now. Look at that, another Void Seeker going to connect. And Zap onto that Caitlyn. They can't walk up. Like, how are they supposed to stop this freight train from crashing into their base? Gen.G have taken 2 inhibitors in a matter of seconds. It's a 10,000 gold lead plus here with this Hextech Soul, and T1 once again throwing out some grasping nature. They try to line up behind their tank, and it is absolutely working. Pace is indeed unstoppable as Keria goes down. The Killer Instinct is named well as Zeus is his second one. The Lancer Spike going to keep them alive for now, but who's it healing? It's only healing Gen.G as they move to 1-1 in this series.
I like the idea of T1's composition, but in practice, the way in which Gen.G executed the lane swap, the way that they punished T1 in the early game, and then they just dismantled them from start to finish, objective control, the team fights. I mean, this is the series that we wanted.
Yeah, this is what we wanted.
And the impact of Lahens, night and day between that game 1 and 2, and I think whichever support is going to have more impact is going to keep looking better and better in this series.
And what this series has so far been about is execution of your game plan from the draft. And so far it's been beautiful for both winners. Time for us to go to a break. When we get back, we'll see what they have cooked for us in Game 3.
If a changed ban strategy affects what T1 want to get on that blue side of the map.
Yeah. And if they're going to continue to put a lot of effort into these level 1s and these lane swaps, because again, I really feel like the information gathering at the beginning and getting the wards down allow for this kind of domino effect that we see in the game here for game number 2. If Gen G are able to come out with a really good level 1 here, this is where you could kind of like take control of the series because, 1-1, blue sides, but now we get into the real meat of a best of 5.
Yeah, first it's like the entree, the course, right? And we're gonna get to the main dish indeed. I just think the demarcation lines that have been drawn. If you look across games 1 and 2, because we can't forget after that kind of Zeus repel, Gen G was also firmly in control before T1 brought it back. They were completely in control. So for me, the momentum feels a little bit shifted towards a T1 that has to make something happen.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is going to be trying to get access to the map early and trying to play for some of the early Void Grubs and getting in your control that way, because it was a big risk in this game as well where they gave across all 6 of those Void Grubs trying to cross map to a Jax that's going to be able